What's good, y'all? Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I don't usually do this, but I've always wanted to do a music reaction video because I always do it on TikTok, I always do it on Instagram, but I don't ever do it on my YouTube channel. And honestly, I have like over 500 subscribers on here, and I don't ever get to, just talk to you guys. But so Trippie Redd just dropped his album overnight. Of course I had to sleep last night because I was tired, but this morning it's like 8 o'clock, so I was like, let me go ahead and check out this album. But I was like, let me go ahead and check this out because my favorite artist Lucky is on there. He's got Chief Keef, he got a Chief Keef song coming out, and it kind of just stood out to me. Y'all know I do music news, so it stood out to me. I was like, let me go ahead and just hop on YouTube and do a reaction video. So I'm not gonna play the whole song in this video, of course, because I'm not trying to get flagged. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start off with the first song and then move all the way to the last one, and I'm gonna just cut my camera in between. Produced by Chief Keef, the GOAT, the drill GOAT. So yeah, I mean, that kind of sold me even more. But before I get into this, let me break this down. So there are there's 25 tracks on this project. What? Okay. And y'all already know, because I'm sure you saw the blogs, that every song has a feature except 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs out of 25 songs. Tracks, and then all of them are features. Like, before I hop into it, we got Kodak Black, G Herbo, Ski Mask, So God, Ronald Rodriguez, Lucky, Rich the Kid, Chief Keef, Future, Juice WRLD, Lil Baby. Alright, I'm already feeling like, is this a cover up? Because Trippie Redd has never made it to like that level. He's of course mainstream, but he's never just been like in the conversation of like the hottest rapper out there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into the first song, Mansion Music. That was track number 1, Mansion Music. It was definitely giving introduction. I definitely heard that the Chief Keef influence, so I'm sure Chief Keef was in the room when that song was recorded. Of course, like just hearing like, just the typical Chief Keef beat, drums, Chief Keef production. That's what it was giving me. But I'm not gonna lie, it was a little too long for me. If you would have kept it like a minute, I feel like it would have slapped for real. But after a while, it was just kind of like, okay, like let's move on, let's move forward. But it was giving introduction. Trippie Redd, his voice was just like, I don't know what it is about Trippie Redd, but it's just like his voice just doesn't keep me like. It just don't keep me. But it was a great introduction to the next one. This one is called Atlantis, and this is of course featuring executive producer Chief Keef. Let's get into it. Okay, this is the one that was in the music video, Atlantis, and just that beat alone, like, I'm just like feeling hyped. I'm feeling good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start taking some notes as I'm listening to these songs because I keep forgetting like my my thoughts. But first off, the beat coming through, hell yeah, like hell yeah, energy up here. It was like dun 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 dun, like just like the rage production I like. So it definitely had that. It had all the elements that I love in a rage song. But lyrically though, for Trippie Redd, Trippie Redd came in first in that song. I really feel like Trippie Redd just needs to just level up. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Like, his lyrics just be like, I'm just like, okay, like, come on. Like, where are we going with this? I really hope I'm not sounding hard on my boy Trippie Redd because I love Trippie. So there was also like a beat breathe in between that I really like anticipated, like Chief Keef coming in. So when that beat break came in, I was just like, okay, like Chief Keef, what you finna bring on this track? And then once Chief Keef came in, he instantly switched up the flow, and I have to say Chief Keef definitely carried this song because his simply off of his energy, like it wasn't even just like the different flows he was using. His energy like just matched the production and just completely made me forget about everything that Trippie Redd was saying. Trippie Redd, but I'm just like assuming that I think he just be like overthinking music. Like I think he just needs to just build more on his lyrics and his energy, because it's just I wasn't getting that energy. Like I'm like, come on man, this beat's crazy, like go in. And he's just like just being casual about it. I'm like, oh, like, but then Chief Keef came in, I was like, you know, hey, like yeah, but I wanted more out of Trippie on that one. It is Psycho. We on track 3. This was featuring Future. It was Psycho, Trippie Redd, and Future. I was over here dancing, like that shit was a vibe. I was just, you know, I was just vibing over here. Like that had to be the best song on the project. At this point I don't even need to listen to the rest of the project, because it's like that one is definitely going to get downloaded to my phone. So going into my notes, so with this song, besides, you know, that beat was hitting, let's talk about the vocals. So Trippie Redd made his I guess his iconic approach. I'm starting to remember why Trippie Redd is still like in the conversation when it comes to music, because Trippie Redd can sing. Like his vocals is really good, and I feel like that's something that a lot of rappers don't have. So, you know, just to like get the melodies knocked out, like Trippie Redd definitely can handle it. It was definitely, of course, like a rage song. You know, Trippie Redd is known for making rage music. I like that he added like the layered vocals to where he's screaming in the background. You know, he's screaming like going dumb. So of course, like when you listen to it, you're like, yeah, like that shit hard. I want to talk about the hook too. Few of the lyrics are going dumb, going crazy. I really think the hook helped Trippie Redd a lot, which is probably why this is the best song so far, because I feel like Trippie Redd is like in his best space when he's in like that rage, going dumb, going crazy mood. So he was able to perform the way he needs to perform. Now let's talk about Future coming into the track. I have to say that another reason why I have to give the song a 10 is because Future and Trippie, they both match their energy. Like one wasn't overpowering the other. You know how I was saying like Chief Keef carried that one song, Atlantis. It wasn't the case with Future. Like they were definitely right here. And I wonder who was a part of that, but whoever had, you know, made sure that was there, that level was there. I really appreciate it, because it made me focus more on like how good of a song that was. But yeah, towards the end, towards the middle of the song, I was thinking like, okay, this song is like a little too long. But I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and just keep listening, you know. But what I realized, I was like, oh, I see why he made the song longer, Trippie Redd, because he wanted to show off them vocals. Like he started like, you know, really like singing towards the end. And also he brought Future back too, so Future had a second verse. So overall, that song was the best song so far. Now he's got me excited for this. So next one we're gonna do is Fully Loaded, and this one is with Lil Baby, y'all. Let's get into it.
Austin, what it is I want is your blood. Fully loaded.
This is Trippie Redd, Future, and Lil Baby. My bad, y'all. That was Fully Loaded, Future, Lil Baby, and Trippie Redd. Dang, he had Lil Baby and Future. He knew what he was doing there. Okay, so with Fully Loaded, I have to say Trippie Redd is definitely stepping it up as we get, you know, we're going down this project. There's definitely extreme change in his confidence. So in his delivery now, it's like, okay, like he's like in his pocket. He's in that rage pocket. Like his confidence, you could tell like he knows like his strong points, and he's, you know, he's building on that. So I definitely heard that. As for Future, when he came in, there's really not that much to say about Future. It was pretty typical, you know, his signature laid back delivery. As for Lil Baby, I was not impressed at all. It was just like kind of there, you know. But what was cool about Lil Baby coming in, he kind of came in like at a random time. Like it was like when the hook came in, he kind of came in during the hook. So I was like, ooh, okay, Lil Baby right here. You're not gonna be like after like everything is done. So I think that was the only thing that stood out to me. But what he was saying though, it was just kind of just like going over my head. But it's always nice to hear Lil Baby's voice. I feel like I completely understand why Lil Baby and Future are just like such a force like in the hip hop world, because it's just like even just people hearing their voice, like it just kind of just makes like the song like perfection. It's like they really like the cherry on top to like when it comes to every rap song out there. So it was nice hearing their voices, but as for the substance, it wasn't really like much substance there. That could have been like a little like break or skit. I don't know what that's called in a project when there's a song but it's kind of like a break. But that could have been that, and I think they could have kept that like at, it was almost 3-minute song. Yeah, they could have kept that just 1 minute. It wasn't much substance there. But okay, we're moving on to Nightcrawler. So this one is with Juice WRLD. I love Juice WRLD. Okay, so this one's with Juice WRLD. Y'all know Trippie Redd and Juice WRLD are very close. We're very close friends. So I'm expecting like the chemistry to be up here with this song. So let's go ahead and get into Nightcrawler.
She be on the beat.
Alright, so I just wrapped up Nightcrawler with Juice WRLD and Trippie Redd. As expected, the chemistry was definitely there, and I like that Juice WRLD came in at the beginning of the song, because I'm sure like anybody else listening to this project, you know, that's once we click play on that song, we instantly want to hear like, okay, what is Juice WRLD? How is Juice WRLD gonna come on this? But Juice WRLD of course killed it. I don't know if y'all agree on this, but to me, like, Juice WRLD has always been just a perfect artist, like all around like star player. So his verse was perfect, of course, and I like that, you know, he did like that thing that like that thing that he do, you know, when Juice WRLD is singing, like he brought his, you know, the volume up here. He was like screaming, like singing, and I loved it. So Trippie Redd actually came in after Juice WRLD, so he came in the ending, and he definitely matched the energy there, I have to say that. And I also want to add, like, the chemistry was like so good and it was so in sync. I wouldn't be surprised if they were in the studio together when that song was made. So that was Nightcrawler. Once you click play on the song, you're gonna feel like that creepy crawling vibe. Like it definitely sounds like very like Halloween-ish. Like it's definitely a dark, raged out hit. So off with Nightcrawler. He's doing a music video. Okay, next up we're doing Van Helsing. So I guess he's keeping up this Halloween theme. So we're gonna go into Van Helsing. This is no feature. I don't. Alright, that was Van Helsing by Trippie Redd. We on track number 6. That song was actually pretty boring. Not even the beat like kept me. I was on my phone the whole time. So we're just gonna go ahead and move past that one. Okay, moving on to track number 7. We're doing Dark Brotherhood. We're keeping up that dark theme. Okay, so this one is with Lil Baby. Let's get into this one. That was Dark Brotherhood. Lyrically, Trippie Redd is going down again. Yeah, not feeling it. Not even that Litty Like a Titty part got me. But I think it was dope for Lil Baby to be on that type of production, you know, that Chief Keef type beat. I enjoyed hearing Lil Baby on that beat, so that's what that was. Lil Baby, of course, carried, but I think we kind of already expected that. I think I would like this song more maybe if there was a music video, but just like the song alone and listening to it, it wasn't giving. But moving on, we're going to get into Free Rio, and this is just Trippie Redd. Okay, we making it a little bit more cinematic. Oh, what are keys? go like that.
Getting to that paper, that's my passion. 1400, 800, even getting cash, bitch. Only like fucking on a bitch fat ass. Call me the rip, I'm smoking on ass. Fucking top teams, yeah, you know that I'm the bag. Yeah, I'm fucking twin sisters, bitch, you know that they the baddest. Put it all to yourself, but you know that I done had it. Boy, I beat that pussy raw dead, yeah, it's in the casket. Just bubblist, now I'm walking in the magic. What don't play with me, that switch, you get the spitting automatic. I don't give a fuck about what you said.
He talking about Rio, the young OG. It's like he's Detroit, Michigan beat. All right, that was Free Rio. We back with the energy, okay? That was Trippie Redd's best song in a while, in my opinion. He needs to go ahead and do a music video, you know, like be in that bitch solo so people know what he be on. Like, I like that for him, and I'm sure Michigan's going to appreciate that too. That song kept my attention from beginning to end. Energy was on point, lyrics on point. Let's get it. Okay, so next up we doing Travis Scott feature with Trippie Redd, and this is called Crazy Train. We on track 9. Let's go. Right, so that was Crazy Train. I liked that song. Travis Scott had a different approach too. He was a lot more melodical. It kind of reminded me of like Birds in the Trap Scene McKnight, Travis Scott. There was a heavy guitar too, and that song was lit. I have to move a little bit faster to get through this because I got 13 minutes left on my camera, and we not even halfway through the project. But Trippie Redd and Travis Scott together, I'm not mad at it. I think the kids is really gonna eat that up too, so that was cool with me. So moving on, we're gonna go ahead and get into Muscles with Lil Durk. Okay, we got Chicago all up in this project. We're not even at the G Herbo or the Lucky feature, so let's go ahead and go down. Let's move on to Muscles. That song with Travis Scott, did y'all notice that the volume of the track went down when Travis Scott came in? I don't know if that was an engineering issue or what, but I didn't like that. But as for Muscles, I have to give Muscles a 9. I think that was a really cool laid back track. That was probably like the most laid back track on the project. I like Trippie Redd. I feel like Trippie Redd actually carried Durk in this song, in my opinion. Also, I couldn't tell when Lil Durk came in. Like, I was on my phone, but I didn't really notice like the shift from Trippie to Durk. So I don't know if they did that on purpose, but it meshed perfectly. So it really sounds like it's like if there was one person that was Durk and Trippie Redd on the song, it would have been that song. But I like Muscle, and yeah, I didn't expect the hook to go like that. I like the hook. This one is Nardowick and Trippie Redd called Goodfellas. It's kind of interesting because Lucky has a song called Goodfellas on his last project, so I don't know if that was like inspired by him. But anyway, so yeah, this is a song with Nardowick. That was Goodfellas. I really liked the beat. The piano keys was fun. It had a little sample in there going, fuck it up. Fuck it up. Alright, I'm going to Nardowick's part.
Yeah, I'm not on these niggas on. I'm on a different type of time. Love it when she keep playing. Got a different type of mind. This drops out like dynamite. This a different type of iron. Pull up swinging 2 sticks like I'm a different type of blind. Got a beat, you hear me coming. Supercharged, loud as hell. I get a different type of mind.
Yeah, I think that I like Nardowick's approach with doing like the more hush whisper mode, because the song was already had a lot going on, so he kind of like just brought it a more chill vibe. I kind of expected Nardowick to be on some chill shit, but the whisper shit I think is cool, and I think that was a good addition to the song. Okay, that was Killionaire. I really liked Killionaire. That was Trippie Redd on the song by himself, and like the other one, I was able to listen from beginning to end. I really liked the energy in it, and I liked the different flows he had going on, and like he had like a lot of charisma on this song, lots of dope energy. And that song was good. If he would have had an EP, that he would have definitely had to throw that one on there. So the next one is High Hopes with Big 30. Alright, let's get into it.
Big 14, know what the fuck going on. Yeah, I was just broke. I was just out.
Okay, so that was Big 30 and Trippie Redd, High Hopes. That was definitely one of the tracks that was just kind of just like a breather, chill, like we got a long project here, so let's just make the song, throw it in there. So it's definitely not a standout. Trippie Redd lyrically was up there, hook was on point. Big 30, I'm not really hip to him, so when I heard him I was just like okay, but I'm sure his music alone is really good. So we're moving on to Die with my favorite artist, L-U-C-K-I, Lucky. I have high hopes for this song, okay, because you know Lucky's finally becoming, like, he's getting into that realm of being a feature artist, like, you know, like the Lil Babies and the Uzis and the, I'm trying to like manifest that for him. So this is like the beginning of it. So let's get into Die. This is a Yeet type beat with Lucky.
Do or die, genocide, yeah, this shit is mine. Yeah, the city mine.
I'm gonna try so hard not to be biased, y'all. That was Die. I said I wasn't gonna be biased, right? That was the best song. But if you listen to the project, I'm sure you could agree with me. Leave it in the comment section down below how you feel about Die. Is that not the best song? Like, I haven't finished the project yet, but is that not the best song so far? It sounds like a single. It reminded me of Mr. Rage that he did with Playboi Carti. Although the beat wasn't the same, his Trippie's Redd energy was the same. I think Lucky definitely needs to be on this project. Out of all the features on here, if I did not know Lucky, I would have been like, who is that? Because his raps have so much substance, like lyrically, like flow, like his voice, like everything was on point. And I also just feel like that song is the one that could go viral on TikTok. That's the song that's like the single. That's the song that I could see like being like Instagram like captions. And that's what Lucky's really good at. He's good at making songs that people could use as like IG captions, like kind of like a Drake in a way. He don't sound like Drake, but he's useful musically like a Drake. That was the best one. Okay, so next up we doing Rich the Kid, and this is called Who Else. Yes, the album is starting to pick up now. That was Who Else with Rich the Kid and Trippie Redd. That song needs a music video. I'm gonna tell you straight up, that song needs a music video. I like a lot about this song, but one thing I also like that's like a really small element that I gotta put out there is like in the song, like in between, like there's like a pause when he's like saying who else in the hook. It's like a lighter flick, like I don't know, it's just a vibe. Like I never heard that before. Like I've heard like lighter flicks at the beginning of songs, but not like as a part of the song. Like that song was good. The beat was fire. Trippie Redd was fire. Rich the Kid was fire. And that needs a music video. I can see that Trippie Redd is gonna have like a whole year of just dropping music videos. Like this project could carry him for a while. So that was dope. Next one is Biggest Bird. What the f does that mean, by the way? I saw it somewhere else. But this is Biggest Bird with Summers, and we're almost done with this project. I do not need to hear anymore. I do not need to hear anymore. Like Biggest Bird and Summers, that beat is so fucking, I can't, it's out of this world. And Trippie's Redd voice on it, Summers voice on it. I never even listened to Summers, but I know he's hot right now. But I don't need to hear anymore. Like I don't need to hear anymore. Y'all don't know much about me, but I like really chill tracks, like lo-fi. I'm not saying that's lo-fi, but it's, you know, it brings the album lower. I like it. Downloading, I don't need to hear no more. Next one is Hideout with Fly Fiji Macintosh. So far so good on the album. I just did my research on him because I knew nothing about him, but he's Trippie Redd's cousin and he's from Ohio. I liked it. It was cool. This project is moving very well. Like as you get towards the end, Fiji sounds like Playboi Carti. Like y'all probably knew that, you know. Apparently he's been buzzing since 2018. My bad, y'all. But I'm hip now, and I just hit the follow button. But now we get into Witchcraft with Rilo Rodriguez. I'm not mad about that. I'm not hip to Rilo, but his voice is very deep, and I enjoyed that. It kind of made the song a more unique song. His voice is just very, like, you know, rugged and dark and low. So I like Witchcraft, and, you know, it had some theatrics in it, you know, screaming person, Hollywood. I keep saying Hollywood, Halloween theme. Yeah. Next one is Toilet Water, Ski Master Some God. Don't he already got a song like that? Something about water, faucet failure, I don't know. But we going to get Trippie Redd, Ski Master Some God. I'm expecting their chemistry to be up here, being that they're close friends and they've been doing music together for years. So let's get into it. Yep. Redd is Ski Master Some God. Typical collab by them. It was cool. I liked it. I think that one was more for the fans. You know, of course it was a good track, being that, you know, they've worked together multiple times. So Toilet Water was cool. That one was for the fans. Is what I expected. Moving forward, G Herbo. That's another artist I was looking forward to seeing on this project. So this is Trippie Redd, G Herbo, Pure. We are almost done with this project. I think we got 5 more songs. Trippie Redd and G Herbo. I'm not mad about that song. Not amazed by it. But it was cool. G Herbo sounded good. You know, he played a little bit with his lyrics up in there. Not much to say about that one, but I don't mind it. It was cool. Okay, so moving forward, we at Rock Out with Chief Keef. So we back to the Chief Keef. Let's see what kind of beat this gonna be. This feel like it could have been a remake of one of his older beats. Yeah. Chief Keef just made me completely forget about Trippie Redd's part. But that's on fire. Chief Keef should have kept that for himself. Next up, Armageddon with Rob 49. Let's go. Wait, the baby's on this project? Oh my god. Sounds like Armageddon. If Armageddon had a rap song. That song was probably the best, one of the best ones on the project, on Mansion Music. I really hope Rob 49 is doing okay. I forgot he's that artist I just supported that got shot in Miami. I hope he's doing okay. But for my review, this is probably one of the best songs on Mansion Music. Trippie Redd is flowing effortlessly. He going hard. And Rob 49 on that hook was headbanging along with that bass. That song was fire. Highly recommend you add that to your playlist. I think it's gonna sound really good in the car too. Next one is The Baby, and None. I'm sorry, y'all. The Baby be getting on my nerves with them antics. All right, let's go. He might sound good on this. Can't tell me none. Can't tell me none. Can't tell me none. Can't alright. These niggas know how I get. I put out my shirt whenever I hop out my whip. I had to cover my dick. I'm trying to bake me a nigga, bake him like a fish. Yeah. Can't tell me none. Yeah. I don't need to hear the rest. I'm impressed by The Baby on this song. I think Trippie Redd just did The Baby a favor, because if he gonna keep rapping like that for the rest of the year, I might have to be tuned in. It wasn't the typical The Baby flow, and he was, you know, he was using the right words, picking the right words, and he was flowing. That song was good. I might have to add that one. Okay, moving on to Swag Like Ohio with Lil B, Part 2. Yeah, that song was hard. That song was hard. I definitely caught myself dancing to that one. Definitely putting on for Ohio. I'm not mad at that one. that one probably up there too. If I, you know, had a list of all the ones I put up there, I would give it like, I'll place that at number 5. Yeah, so far so good. Okay, so now we're moving on to the last track in the project. This is Trippie Redd and Kodak Black, Colors.
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
This will be produced by Pierre. I might like this one.
Colors, 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 really different colors, diamonds different colors.
Yeah, I love that beat. I love that beat. That beat was fire. I feel like that song was definitely more for the ladies. It was really smooth, really laid back, chill. I think that's something you can really get high to. I don't get high, but I'm sure the experience with that song will take you out this world. But y'all, that was my Mansion Music reaction video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. It was executive produced by Chief Keef. Like I said, I'm not a fan of Trippie Redd, but after listening to this entire project, I think right now he's just having fun, experimenting with different artists. Now, if I was like Trippie Redd's management A&R, I would suggest he do an EP for his next project and make the song short and sweet. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm Tracy Mitchell VA. I also interview as well. Let me know if you want more reviews, and I'll see you guys next time.